Episode of the Road to 120 Slayer, and this episode is going to be fully consistent of my double XP weekend grind, although I'm not going to put all my double XP weekend clips in this one video because I just did put all of them into my timeline on my editor, and it's almost 2.5 hours worth of clips because of how much I did grind over the double XP weekend. So this is going to be part one of my double XP weekend grind. I'm not sure how many parts I'm going to split it up into, but I don't really want to just drop a 2-hour episode in the middle of this series when the standard length for episodes is nowhere near that long up to this point. So I'll probably cut it down into 3, maybe 4, maybe 5 even episodes. I don't know. It just depends on how much I want to cut it up into. I'll have to just go back and look and see how long these videos usually are, and I'll probably just try and make that about the average length. But yeah, I do have a bunch of backlogged clips for this series, so I'm going to be having quite a few episodes for the double XP weekend gains over the next couple of days or week or so you guys can look forward to that. So we're starting off our first clip here at Edamoos, I believe. And I do have quite a few live commentary clips to start us off, but then as the grind started to set in and as the day went on, I have a bunch of post-commentary clips that are going to be coming in as well. So yeah, hope you guys are going to enjoy this video, and yeah, I'll see you guys for the post-commentary clips a little bit later on. Enjoy. Alright, so this task basically sucks. Like, they're so slow to kill. I've seen people use cannons and stuff, but they range, or they mage you, so I'm not doing this. I remembered, the main reason is I remembered that once you get 120 now, you have a chance to get a new task, and pick it. So if I ever really want to get their soul, I can always do that, because fuck that, because it's double XP. I'm not doing that task. It takes way too long. I don't want to do I don't want to do Zami, right? Like, I don't think that's the best thing to be doing for Slayer. Elves, man, like, fuck off. I'm using so many of my points, but it's double XP. I gotta get a good task. Fuck off, dude. Where are any of my preferred tasks? Like, I fucking have them all preferred and none of them are showing up. Fucking trash game. Come on. Dude, like, no, I won't stand for this bullshit, Morvron. Give me a fucking good task. You're a piece of shit. You're really a piece of shit. How am I getting all these tasks multiple times when I don't have and I'm not getting any of my preferred tasks? Gemstone Dragons, fuck you, alright? God. Hey guys, we are about to hit a Slayer level up here, so I just wanted to throw this into the video as well. We are nearly done with the Hydrix Dragons, well, getting close to done at least. And I apologize for anyone who I may have triggered by my tasks that I skipped. During this task I did some research. I looked up some stuff on what tasks are, the best to do and which ones to skip. Now, I am only going for the upper echelon of tasks that are 500k or more XP per hour base, so that is something to consider, but I definitely skipped some of those in my skipping session, so apologies for that. But we've just hit 114 Slayer. Very nice to get that. I currently have my target set for 117 because that's what I'd like to hit over this double XP weekend if I can do so. About 20 mil XP left to hit that, so it'll probably be a bit tough, but hopefully I can manage to get there. Either way, that is 114. No new unlocks, of course. And then the next level we will have the Magister unlocked officially, so that'll be pretty cool. Although it'll be a bit annoying getting him for Reaper assignments occasionally, but yeah, 114 Slayer, 6 levels to go. Okay, we are trying to quickly finish up this last Hydrix Dragon before I get burnt to death by Dragonfire. I am just about ran out at the very end of the task, which is unfortunate, but there we have it. Task completed for those Hydrix Dragons. Pretty decent, and we got 100 points, which is nice. And we are 5.7 mil off of our next Slayer level after just getting one during that task. Let's head on back to Morvron, see if we can get one of these tasks. I've got the list right here of what you should do and shouldn't do, so let's see what they give me. Lost Grove creatures are 610k for doing the golems. So I will do the golems and I will do this task. So definitely want to do that, and that will hopefully make it pretty decent XP rate. I'm not sure how long it'll take though, and I'm not sure if you want to use a Steel Titan or what, but it should be pretty easy and pretty fast task, and great XP with these moss golems. Alright, we are about to finish up the moss golems task here. Pretty enjoyable task, to be honest. I don't mind doing these. Don't feel like picking up any of the drops though, really, because I was 4-ticking for this. I am going a bit sweaty this weekend for sure, but I think it'll be worth it in the end for the amount of XP gains it increases. And I mean, I definitely killed them wicked fast doing that, but either way, we're about to finish off the last moss golem here for the task. We did manage to actually get another pair of Cinderbane gloves during this task, so I've gotten pretty lucky with those from here. I've gotten 3 pair now in 1200 KC or so, 1300 now probably, which is really lucky, honestly. They're, I believe, 1 in 1500 on task or something like that, so pretty lucky for sure. Let's go ahead and get a new assignment here. Acheron mammoths are great. I will do those for sure. I think they are a little bit below grove creatures in terms of XP rate, but not by much, and they're really quick. So gonna head off to Acheron mammoths, continue the grind on the double XP. We are 5.2 mil off 115. Okay, so it is time to finish up our task here as my Steel Titan does combat with this mammoth for some reason. I don't understand how this happens or if it's intended, but sometimes certain monsters will just get on your familiar and start attacking it, which is a bit weird, but yep, these tasks are really quite fast and pretty decent for XP. I think these things give 8 or 9k XP drop right now on the double XP weekend. It is really depressing that the Scrimshaw doesn't stack with double XP weekend, because that would be very, very nice. Make it a lot faster, but there we have the completion of the task, and yeah, we're going to head back to Morvron now. We are 4.8 mil off of 115 at this point, so we've already gotten over 1 mil XP since our level up. Pretty decent. Let's see what he has in store for us today. Order of Ascension members, I think, are on the skip list. Let me just double check. Yes, they are. And Camel Warriors are also on the skip list. Are they not? Let me see, really. Oh, no, they're not. They're on the do list, but I don't want to use a Slayer ticket, and I don't want to do them as is. They're actually below 500k an hour anyways, so I didn't want to do them to begin with. But I have to enter my bank pin, so be right back. I kind of wish you could toggle what things you needed your bank pin for, like personally what you wanted, like, because I wouldn't care if I had a bank pin for my Slayer rewards really all that much, but either way we're going to cancel this because I didn't want to do either of those tasks. And what do we get next? Elves are good to do, I think. I think they were on the prefer list actually. Yes, they are. 560k per hour. Killing Ioworth elves, so yeah, we'll go ahead and do them. These ones here, I think you are ideally you want to aggro pot them, so I will give that a shot with Scythe and see how it goes. But yeah, I'll see you guys for the end of this task. Shouldn't take too long, to be honest. First post-commentary clip coming at you guys here at the Elves in Prif, and I actually tried my hand at aggro-potting this task, as you guys can see, and it is pretty nice to do, especially because wherever they die is where they basically respawn. They just stand back up, so it definitely makes it a lot nicer and easier if you're aggro-potting, although you don't really need to if you can use your AoEs at the right time to keep them standing around you while you're you know, doing the task. As long as they keep dying nearby to you, it won't be too bad. I went ahead and disabled my aggro pot there though, because I'm about to finish up the task. And yeah, definitely a nice task. Not necessarily something I would prefer, I don't think, but it is something I will take if given the options here. And we're actually given corrupted creatures, but I lost that clip, so our next clip is going to be for some Arets. See you guys for that. Time to finish up yet another Slayer task here at Arets this time. These are actually, I've kind of started to enjoy this task quite a bit now that I've been aggro potting it here in the Curadel's dungeon. I'd never done this before, and it definitely makes the task a lot more fast and enjoyable just in general, as well as obviously the XP is better as a result of that. So yeah, I'm probably going to be looking to do this more often in the future, as it was a task that I kind of avoided a little bit because if you don't aggro pot them, that task is really, really slow, so I wasn't too into that. But yeah, let's go ahead and go on back to the Slayer Master, see what we can get for our next task. I know my scrimshaw is still on. I'm letting it run out. I don't want to have like a 10-second scrimshaw left, but let's see. I think AVNCs are actually on the do list, but I don't think the XP is good. Or maybe they are. Oh no, they are on the skip list, aren't they? Or do you no, they are on the skip list. Skip if not killing Kriara. That's what it says here. Killing Kriara is recommended. Well, how much XP is it for one Kriara kill? Let me see. For Slayer. Oh, well, was it the default? It was the default. Okay. So he's 2.9k XP only. And then you get, so that's doubled till it's about 6k XP a kill. So, and the kills, that I would like to do Armadillo, to be honest, but not like on double XP weekend. Like that's a nice task to get usually, but I'm going for the big XP this weekend. Soul Devourer is always good. They're one of the highest XP tasks, I think. I think they're only beaten out by Ripper Demons, and like they're near to Shadow Creatures, if I'm remembering right from the page I was looking at. So I will definitely go do these, and the Arets ended up being overall less XP than I thought, so we're still 4.3 mil off of our 115, but we are about to hit 60 mil Slayer XP, so that's pretty cool. Not going to happen during this task for sure, but pretty soon. Alright, so we are about to finish up our Soul Devourers task, and I, for some reason, decided to do this task at these AIDS Gorillas. I'm not even sure the XP difference, but these things have a special attack they do where they just absolutely go batshit insane, smash the ground like 4 times, and if you get hit by the final hit, you get stunned and bound for like 3 seconds. So what I've pretty much been doing is I'm aggro potted, but whenever I see one do that, I just move because they don't follow you when they do it. And I just kind of move around a lot just because if they stack up, they can do it without me seeing, and it is really fucking annoying. I don't have these guys soul yet, so it would have been nice to get that, but I did not manage to. But I'm pretty sure those are better XP than any of the other ones that I can do. I'm pretty sure that's the highest level one that I can kill, so it would be the best XP, but it is pretty annoying. I probably will never do those ones again. But we got 2 keys to the crossing and actually an effigy from this, which is a bit ridiculous. Let's see what I want to use it all on. I use my effigies on Hunter because I don't really care about Herblore XP. Like, I need to make pots anyways, so whatever. And we're no longer using our effigies on Dunge because we finished it. Thank God. We can now use it on Slayer. And let's get in. We're getting a lot of use out of our heated tea flask today, or this weekend for sure. But yeah, let's head back to more runs, see if we can get another good task here. Really whatever, any of the ones on the list. Those are on the list. Corrupted Creatures, easily a very good task. I am just going to kill the workers because I still need the soul of... I think I only need the Scorpion soul for Corrupted Creatures, but double XP, gotta maximize as much XP as I can get, so I will be killing the workers for this. Maybe we can get some more keys to the crossing or something, that would be kind of nice. But yeah, I'll see you for the end of this task. Finishing off our final Corrupted Creature here. My aggression pot ran out when I only had like maybe 15 left or so I decided to not reapply, but this task is much more chill than the Soul Devourers because these guys don't really hit you much at all, so you can just AFK kind of, not really worry about running around or avoiding. I don't think any of the Corrupted Creatures have specs, which makes them a lot more chill. But we are 3.7 mil off 115 Slayer now. I also got 100 million Constitution XP during that task, so I think it's pretty likely that I will get 120 Constitution before the end of the double XP weekend, which is pretty nice. Let's see what Morvron has in store for our next task. Some more Creatures of the Lost Grove. I will take those. Time for some more sweaty four-ticking. So I figured I'd show some of the sweaty methods I'm doing for Slayer right now, and this is one of them. Doing Moss Golems here, and the main method is basically, or this is just what I came up with, and I do get kind of boned by like them for the most part, but basically just 4 TAA, Blood Barrage, run around, and use the Oldot Coil with aggro pots, and you kill them incredibly fast compared to like just killing them normally. So it's obviously you lose probably quite a bit of money on the blood runes and stuff, but I'm all in for the XP this weekend, so that is what we're going for. But yeah, let's get out of here before we die. You guys saw the tail end of the task. I guess it took, I think, like 2 aggro pot doses worth only because of how fast you can kill them at that with that method. But it is obviously super sweaty. But we are now over 60 mil Slayer XP, which is pretty cool. 3.2 mil until 115, so getting close to that. Let's just take another swig from our coveted tea flask here, and we will be on our way back to another task from Morvron, and we will see what he has in store for us today. Looking for some more good tasks, more gemstone dragons. Alright, I will take some more Arets, head back to Caradel's dungeon, and smash out some more of those. Well, I was AFK pretty hard, I guess, watching Netflix, and didn't even realize that I was about to finish my task, so just finished up at Arets there. Unfortunately, I just re-aggro potted. I wish I'd paid a bit more attention to where I was on my task remaining at that point, but no big deal really, I guess. Oh, nice, we got the Slayer put. But yeah, we are 3 mil now off of 115, so I think that's about halfway. I think it was about 6 mil to go when we leveled up at first. Okay, and we got the Edemus, which I think those were pretty bad XP. Let me just double check. I believe I remember them being 360k. That's not good enough for me on double XP weekend. I could do the Living Wyverns, which are 530k, but I just don't want to do those. Honestly, that's all I'm gonna say about that. Let's see if we can get something better. Gano Beasts are on the do list, I believe, but they are 360k as well. What are Dark Beasts listed as? I'm not sure. They're not under the prefer list. Are they on? They are 340k as well, so I'm gonna have to skip this one here. Hopefully we can get something good. Come on. Those are both absolute trash. So no thanks. Give me something else. Alright, Corrupted Creatures. Can't complain about that. Let's head off to the Sophonem dungeon once again. About to finish up another nice little AFK sesh here at the Corrupted Workers. Really nothing to ever complain about with this task. It's just so chill. I barely ever drop below like probably 8k health at the worst, and I'm just like chilling watching Netflix. So definitely these are what I would like to just continue doing for the whole of the double XP if I could. Although they aren't necessarily the prime XP rate that you're looking for, so it's not the worst thing in the world that I can't just, continually kill them. They are really good XP, but there are things that are, a bit better. But they are within they're within about 100k of the best tasks according to the wiki. I mean, I don't really even know if the wiki is accurate or not, but that's what I've been following, so I'll hope so. 2 keys that task as well, so not too bad. It at least pays for itself. Oh, I still have my flask on me. Good on me there for keeping the flask. Need to bring that with me everywhere at this point. Let's see what we get next up here. And oh, nice, some more gemstone dragons. Can't complain about that. Those are definitely very, very good. Head back over to the Hydrix dragons with my Steel Titan. and I'll see you guys for the end of that. We are 2.7 mil off of 115, and we'll probably be under 2 mil once we finish this task, because the Gemstone Dragons do give a lot of XP. Okay, so we have some post-commentary clips setting in now for the rest of this episode, actually, which is kind of indicative of how I was feeling at this point. I think it was getting kind of late on the first day. I'm not 100% sure. It was because I did obviously have work on the Friday of double XP, so I wasn't able to play the whole time. But we are here at the Gemstone Dragons, easily one of the best tasks to be getting for this double XP weekend, where we can go ahead and get tons of XP. Still kind of unfortunate that the Scrimshaw of Sacrifice didn't end up working, but either way, I did decide to mage them just so I could Fortic to speed it up. I was going quite sweaty during this double XP weekend, as you guys will see coming up in the future clips. Probably not for at least another episode or two, though, because I did look at the episode lengths and I decided that I'm going to make these about a half hour. That was kind of the standard-ish for the length of these episodes for this series, so yeah, that's pretty much what I'm probably going to be doing for breaking up this large amount of clips from the double XP weekend into multiple episodes. Either way, though, we're going to go ahead and get another task here from Morvrun, and we're going to go ahead and take those Arets, as they are a very good task to be doing. And I like to do them a lot because they're nice, pretty AFKable, because you just can aggro pot them here in the Curadel's dungeon, and you don't really need to pay too much attention because you can do the Bone Crusher method and get unlimited prayer. And if you have the Scrimshaw Vampirism, you pretty much don't have any problem staying alive. I also like to use a Blood Nihil at these things, of course, because it is they do have a very high defense, and it does like slowly increase as you fight them, I think. So Nihil definitely helps, but got to get out of there pretty quick because sometimes their damage actually hits you through your telly, as you saw right there. When I got back to the max guild, I took a little bit of damage, which is kind of annoying, but now I'm just waiting till I go out of combat to telly away. I'm not sure if you need to wait, but I did, I guess, for some reason. Not 100% sure why, but didn't really want to do either of those tasks because, I mean, this is double XP weekend. I'm going for the best tasks I can possibly get. And I decided to go ahead and take the Abyssal Demons here because, I mean, they're good enough. I actually was going and checking the wiki page to see their ranking on the like XP per hour for tasks, and they were good enough for me to just go ahead and take, especially because they are like a really fast task, so you don't really need to worry too much about, you know, spending a ton of time there. And I do these in Curadel's dungeon as well because obviously the Slayer Tower is going to be packed, and they did, if you didn't know, I think it was a while ago, but they did remove the big rock that was in the middle of this area, so it is not too bad now to use the aggro pot here. You pretty much get as much as you would at the Slayer Tower, I think, although I'm not too sure. I don't have a ton of experience killing the Abyssal Demons myself, so wouldn't really be able to comment on that too much, but either way, just quickly grabbing my trusty heated tea flask out of the bank here so we can go and get a new task. Really, really nice item that they added in. I really enjoy using that. And as you guys can see, we are still in 114 Slayer, working on our way towards 115, and we get some two pretty bad tasks there, Firewatch and Greater Demons. Not what I'm looking for here in the double XP weekend, but then we go ahead and get some Corrupted Creatures, which is a beautiful task, and I am here at the Workers completing that now. My aggression pot did run out, but I didn't feel like redoing it when there's only 4 or so guys left to kill on this task. But yeah, I definitely love this task for sure. They are really good. I think I'd actually say I like doing these things more than the Soul Devourers because only the very lowest level Soul Devourers have no special attack, and I think that these things are more XP than the lowest level Soul Devourers, if I'm not mistaken. Although I could be wrong, you know, don't quote me on that. That's just what I remember. Obviously, this was about a month ago at this point because I had some backlog clips already for this series, and then we had this double XP weekend, which just gave me a crap ton more. But next task we get here is more Creatures of the Lost Grove. Really nice task at the Moss Golems. They give tons of XP, and it isn't too slow if you are doing it, you know, quickly. It is probably optimal to use an Oldak coil here, which I do start to do later on, but I wasn't aware of that method just yet at this point, so I was going with the just regular use mage and kill them method. But we finished it up there. just about, and we are going to head back to Morvron once again. No cool drops from that task. Obviously, they do have that Cinderbane Glove drop chance, which is actually pretty decent. They're around 25 mil at this point, so definitely not too bad at all. Getting pretty close to 115 Slayer right about now, and we get a couple of crap tasks here. I was just quickly checking, I think, the Stalker Creatures Slayer XP, and they're definitely not worth doing, so I go ahead and cancel, and we're going to pick ourselves up some more Creatures of the Lost Grove, it looks like, but I do decide to skip here because I had just done them and didn't want to do them again. Damn, I guess I wasn't really being too hardcore this day of the double XP weekend, although I do get a bit more sweaty later on. It looks like I missed the end of this task here of the Arets that we did just pick up, and the reason obviously I skipped, I guess, was because I wanted an AFK task, and I got one pretty easily with those Arets, so I'll definitely take it, and we are about to head back and get another one. I'm not sure if I missed the Slayer level or not yet. I should probably check my XP. I tend to do that during most of the clips, but maybe not this one, of course, right when I bring it up. But we are going to get another task. We get Camel Warriors or Aviancies, and in any other situation, I would definitely take the Aviancies and go do some Armor God Wars, but not on the double XP weekend, not feeling like doing that. And I end up getting the Gemstone Dragons, which is too good a task to ever pass up, so I will definitely be taking those for sure. Only 85, which is kind of on the low side for them, but regardless, I will still be very happy to go and do it. And we are going to be finishing up the... Oh, wait, it looks like we're getting a Slayer level here. I forgot. This clip is inappropriately named in my archives, but obviously we have 41 left to go on the task, so this must be our Slayer level up right here to 115, and that is a pretty cool level to be hitting because it does, of course, officially unlock the Magister, despite the fact that you could do it beforehand by using Wilder Pies, but I'll definitely take that, and that is actually one of the last few unlocks that we even get on our way to 120. There's only one more after the Magister, and that is the final Soul Devourers at 117, so around this point is when it really starts to feel empty, if you know what I mean. Like, there's not much content at these upper echelons of Slayer, so it is kind of lame, but either way, hopefully they add some more Slayer monsters in the future, but we'll have to wait and see because it's been out for over a year now, actually, and I think the only thing they've added for the way to 120 is the Lost Grove creatures, which are, they're decent. I think the highest level one is 108, but still, like, there's nothing above that 110 that's new since Menaphos, which kind of sucks, but either way, we are done now with that Hydrix Dragons task, so definitely got a ton of XP from that. And we are 6.2 million, as you can see right there, off of 116, so long way to go on that, but we are in it for the long haul on this double XP weekend. Unfortunately, I had to enter my bank pin here, so I'm not going to show because I skipped a task, but I ended up with Soul Devourers, so pretty sweet task, of course, nice and AFK. And I kind of switch off between doing the Salawa and the Feline Ox every now and then. I don't know which one. I mean, it's just like nicer to do these because they don't have the special attack to worry about, but I think they're a bit less XP. Either way, though, we are doing them here, and obviously it's always nice to stack up some of their keys. You get a lot of keys. I got tons of them over this weekend, and they also dropped me a nice elite clue there. Obviously, I'm not doing clues during the double XP weekend, so I'm pretty sure at some point I do cap out at 25 elites and hearts and don't get them anymore during this weekend, so that is definitely something I probably should get back to doing eventually. Probably once I comp, I'll go back and do some more clues for the Clue Scroll series. That should be pretty interesting, and I know you guys definitely liked that series when it was around. Go ahead and get another assignment here. We get elves right off the default, so I just decided to go ahead and keep those because they're pretty fast, pretty AFK, and I can just go do them right now without even having to go bank. As you can see, I started walking over to where they were located at because I already had all the potions and requisite stuff in my inventory to do them, and we are finishing them off here. Obviously, I do leave a lot of my loot on the ground during this weekend. It's just because I'm honestly super lazy and don't feel like picking it up. And overall, it's not super worth it for me, just because I don't really need the money from doing Slayer, and I'm just trying to smash it out on this double XP weekend. And if I had to pay as much attention as I would need to pick up the drops, I would probably burn out pretty quick. But we get Soul Devourers as our next task once again, but that is actually going to be the end of this episode of the Road to 120 Slayer, episode number, I believe this is 15 here. Hope you guys all did enjoy it. Like I said, we are breaking this big massive amount of clips from the Double XP weekend up into about 30-minute segments, just to keep the length of the videos not inordinately high. Although that is something I definitely struggle with doing for my guides. I feel like those are more conducive to just being one whole video. I don't want to break up my guides into multiple parts for the most part, because I feel like that would kind of, I don't know, just ruin their sort of whole point, which is, either way, I'm just going off on a tangent now. I'm going to stop that before it goes off the rails and go ahead and end this video off. We are about a quarter of the way through our Double XP weekend clips, although we definitely get a lot more XP than you might initially think after watching these first couple clips, because I did pretty much play from waking up until like 3 or 4 a.m. on all the days of the Double XP weekend, aside from the first day when I had work. So I went pretty damn hard over the weekend to get this Slayer XP. And of course I did get 120 Dunge as well, although that didn't take too much time. But yeah, we are going to continue on the road to 120 Slayer in the next episode. Although before that, I will have a Collection King episode out with my drops that I received, for the most part from Telos, as I was going for the Silver Warden title. Anyways, guys, hope you all did enjoy this episode. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. What did you do over the Double XP weekend? And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.